You know what continues to drive me fucking insane? The the goddamn fentanyl panic. Like everywhere you look, still cops, the news, TikTok, people are acting like fentanyl is this radioactive anthrax cooked up by Walter White's evil twin. That if you even look at it, you'll die. No, you're not ODing from seeing a baggie. This isn't the ring. You're not going to watch a Snapchat and then die in 7 days. Jesus Christ. You, where did the fuck did this myth start? You know somewhere some cop probably got sweaty during a traffic stop, realized he had child support due, got lightheaded, and now every department's issuing hazmat suits and fentanyl proof gloves for a dime bag. This powder touched my skin. I'm gonna OD. Oh, that is not how pharmacology works. Fentanyl doesn't absorb through your skin unless you rub it for hours. And it's in an oil based gel, like a sexy, murderous lotion. You're not dying from a puff of street dust, Karen. And of course, the DEA is out here just jerking off to this hysteria. They're running press conferences like fentanyl is the deadliest threat America has ever faced. Really? Like more deadly than poverty? Or diabetes? Or hear me out now, the goddamn DEA itself? Every time I see one of their statements, I'm like, oh, good. The same agency that spent the 80s shoving cocaine up their noses and funding wars in Central America is here to teach us about morality. So, let's be honest. The DEA doesn't give a single fuck about saving lives. Their entire existence is justifying their bloated budget so a bunch of middle-aged, flak-jacketed, dickless desk jockeys can storm a trap house and post selfies with a bag of oregano they claim is 50 kilos of fentanyl. The DEA is the human embodiment of insanity. They keep doing the same shit for 50 years. Militarized raids, locking up people who use drugs, banning harmless plants, and wondering why it never fucking works. They're not ending the overdose crisis. They're just making sure they survive long enough to collect their pensions. They're not the solution. They're the business model. And fentanyl on the streets, it's not even good fentanyl. It's stepped on more than your drunk uncle at Thanksgiving. By the time it hits the users, it's fentanyl-ish. This isn't pharmaceutical grade fentanyl from the hospital. You're not getting that clean, high end shit. It's none of that top shelf dope. You're getting like Home Depot fentanyl, cut with caffeine, baby formula, crushed up Benadryl, maybe a sprinkle of drywall if your plug's feeling fancy. But here's the real kicker. Why the fuck would drug dealers want to kill their customers? Like, bro, here's some guaranteed to kill you fentanyl. I run my business like a murder suicide pact. No one's doing that. That is the worst business strategy ever. You know who did kill their customers and made billions? Purdue Pharma. And not one of those motherfuckers is in prison. But Raul on the corner? Yeah, let's SWAT team his ass for a few pills and call it victory. Meanwhile, you've got cops flopping around having full blown panic attacks, claiming they're overdosing because a baggie fell near them. No, you are not overdosing, you delicate fucking flower. You're hyperventilating because you've watched too many YouTube videos made by some ex-DA with a podcast called The War on Fentanyl. Narcan ain't for panic attacks, bro. You need a goddamn Xanax and maybe a hug from your mom. And stop with this, they Narcan themselves bullshit. You can't self revive from an overdose. That's the fucking definition of an overdose. You're unresponsive. You don't wake up halfway through it and like, oh shit, better Narcan myself before my kids find me face down. That's not how any of this works. But yeah, tell me again how you were dying, but managed to shoot yourself up with Narcan. Fucking hero, huh? You should be promoted to lieutenant liar. And here's the hysteria. Here's the danger in all this hysteria. It's actually killing people. We've got first responders too scared to help someone ODing because they think if they touch them, they'll instantly die. So maybe instead of administering Narcan, they're standing there like, should we call the hazmat team? Maybe the bomb squad? No, you fucking moron. Just breathe through their nose and save their goddamn life. It is well past time to end this stupid ass war on drugs. It has never, ever been about the drugs. It is always about control, about fear, about keeping poor people poor and locking up the same communities over and over again, which are largely and predominantly communities of color. We don't need more DEA raids. We need more common fucking sense. We need drug checking. We need a safe supply and education that isn't written by some cop who failed chemistry. Because you know what? People aren't dying from touching fentanyl. They're dying from the bullshit we keep telling them about it. The DEA is a fucking scam. The war on drugs is a fucking scam. And if we don't rise up soon, the only thing ODing is this whole goddamn country. But sure, let's send another $1 billion to the DEA. That'll fix it. This time.